everyone.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katy. And this is
The Mo and Katy Show. We are two friends from two different worlds
coming together in harmony for one podcast celebrating gratitude, humor, and positivity.
We are random, ridiculous, and have been taking humor seriously since 2018.
Each week, we'll share two positive news stories from around the world, a quirky fact, the day's weird holiday, a shared experience, and maybe even play a game.
All while punning the crap out of each other.
Mo, you can't say that.
Fine.
It's
The Mo and Katy Show.
Gratitude,
Humor,
positivity. Hey, everybody.
I'm Mo.
And I'm Katy, and this is the Mo and Katy Show.
Hi, Katykins.
Hey, guess what, Mo?
What?
Do you notice I'm not where I'm usually sitting when we record?
Yes.
Yes, I'm usually down in my office
Yes.
or my studio, right? And
Yeah.
I'm not today. I'm in my bedroom. Do you want to know why?
Air conditioning.
No, actually, I don't have the air conditioning on because it's a lovely night. The reason I am up here is because there was a cricket
Jiminy
in my studio
cricket.
tonight, chirping incessantly, not stopping. And I thought, this would be an editing nightmare for Mo.
Was he incessant or non-stopping?
He was redundant.
Yeah. He was incessantly, redundantly, non-stop chirping.
Just chirping constantly. And I was like, I'm not going to do this to our listeners or to Mo, who edits our... Seriously, it was constant. So I guess like relocation. So here we are.
Oh,
so
well, thank you for...
happy August, everybody. It's
I
August.
cannot believe it. We were actually with our
I know.
quartet when the calendar flipped.
Yes, we were.
Yes, twist of fate. It was
That's
awesome.
right. Our quartet was just together this last weekend for the first time in, I want to say 17 months maybe.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. And we had an amazing time last weekend.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Yep.
So a special shout out to Janine and Kendra, our lead and our bass. And
Mama Roseanne.
Janine's mom who hosts us. And Charlie the dog.
Charlie. Yeah.
We have to give a shout out to Charlie the dog.
Yeah.
That's important.
It was a good weekend. Yeah, it was a good weekend. So.
It was a good weekend.
We can go on and on and on about barbershop stuff, and I have some philosophical thoughts on that, but we won't do that right now.
Mo's going to get all deep with us right now. What are we going to do with that?
I don't know. Probably write an essay. Yeah. Deep thoughts.
That's right, with Mo Barrett.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you're all having a fantastic summer. We are grateful to spend some time with you promoting that gratitude, humor, and positivity that we love so much. And we've been hearing from listeners all over the place. It's been a lot of fun to be hearing from listeners. Was it last week we talked about Truffles the cat?
Yes. Danielle
and
Kroll.
Truffles.
Yeah.
Yes, Truffles listened to our podcast, you guys.
Truffles is amazing. She is one of the coolest cats I know. She really is smart.
She's a cool cat.
Yeah.
She's feline groovy.
Yeah, and her human Danielle, I think, had nothing to do with it. But I'm glad Truffles is.
Truffles has her own Spotify account.
She's got her paw on the pulse of the podcast. That's good.
So special hi to Truffles again. Thanks for listening, Truffles, and to Danielle, of course.
Yes.
Well, Truffles the cat and barbershop and crickets are things all that are going on in the world. Mo, tell us what else is going on in the world.
Okay. This is awesome because what else is going on in the world just today between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. is if you go to A&W restaurants, you can get a free root beer float.
What?
No purchase necessary. You must be present to buy it because that's how that works. But yeah,
that's how things work.
They're celebrating something we'll talk about later. But yeah, between 2 and 8 p.m. at participating A&W restaurants across the U.S., you will get a free float. And they will also collect donations for the disabled American veterans. And so they actually partnered with Disabled American
Veterans.
Veterans.
So
DAV, yeah. And so they've actually raised almost $1 million, so more than $800,000 for veterans groups during these days when they give away the floats, and they have they have these donation jars out. So A&W's got a long history of supporting the veterans, and so they're hoping to raise $200,000 this today between 2 and 8. So Go
Great.
get you a root beer float at a participating A&W. Yeah, I just think that's awesome.
And make a donation.
Yes.
Do you like root beer floats? Are you a float fan, a float fanatic?
I do, but more importantly, I love branded stuff. So the idea of
Fair enough.
the idea of root beer in a frosty root beer mug with an A&W logo with some soft serve vanilla ice cream on top. There's something about that that's so iconic looking that I'm just like, yeah, I can be impartial to something, but once you brand it and deliver it, and it's just the way it's delivered and packaged, I'm in.
That's good stuff.
I'm going to have to get on Google Maps and find it.
It's interesting. So many little offshoots we could talk about right now, which is not unusual for us.
Nope.
You say root beer. Some people say root beer. I say root beer.
Root beer. What did I say?
You say root beer.
I don't say root beer. I say root beer.
Root.
Root. Oh my God.
Root.
Root. Root beer. Root beer. Root beer. Why do I feel like I'm crazy?
Right.
Root beer.
We say it a little bit. It's like the difference between roof and roof.
The roof in your house.
What do you say?
Roof on your house.
Roof. But you say root beer. Interesting.
They're completely
Katy
different
scribbles
things.
some notes in her. Okay. All right, listeners.
We'll be doing
you hear the
handwriting
difference,
analysis
don't
after
you?
the podcast. What?
You know what? Since we're talking about root beer floats, I have a very fond memory of them. Can I just share? Could just cue the sentimental music right now? Can I share?
I don't know. That's as sentimental as my cricket gets. What?
Okay.
Go.
Whenever I think about root beer floats, I think about my sister. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
My sister and I were in the All Ohio State Fair Youth Choir. We lived on the Ohio State Fairgrounds for 3 weeks. I was 15, she was 16.
They were carny folk.
That's right. Little Austin Powers reference there. I was not feeling well, and I was particularly homesick one day.
Sorry,
and
Truffles. She was not feline well.
Shout out to Truffles. I just was having an off day, and my sister went. The only thing that sounded good to me was a root beer float, and my sister walked down into the fairgrounds and snuck a root beer float up to the dorms for me, and it made me feel better.
Did she pay
It
for it?
healed me. She did.
Did she pay for the... Okay.
Her kindness
Oh, so
healed me.
she snuck it in. It's not like she snuck it out of the vendor machine.
Yes,
Wow.
she bought it and brought it.
See,
to
you
me.
heard it here. A&W root beer floats can heal when you're feeling down.
There you go.
Yeah.
Homesick, sick.
Yeah.
Get an A&W root beer float.
There you go. Between
That's
2 and 8
right.
p.m. today. All right.
Woo, I'm
Woo.
excited about that.
Okay.
All right, Mo. Well, I found something that's going on in the world that I thought was pretty cool.
Okay.
There's a man named Russ Miller, and he is from Ohio, the Buckeye State, which is where I'm from as well.
Okay.
So go Bucks, and hi, Russ. And Russ Miller is 36 years old. He has been fighting rheumatoid arthritis
At
since he was
36?
26. I know. It
Wow.
started when he was 26 years old. And it has affected his joints severely. His hands are deformed. He has a difficult time using keyboards on computers and using keyboards on phones. And he went through some rough years. He actually was homeless for a short amount of time. But then he was, trying to get on his feet and turn things around. And all of a sudden he found an app. And this app is called TypeWise.
Okay.
This is a app that's made in Switzerland. And he found that with the shape of his hands, he was able to type on this. It's like a hexagon shaped keyboard. He was able to type and able to function again. It actually allowed him to start to get his life back because he was able to type out, resumes and applications and things like that. All things he couldn't do because of his deformed joints. And so so he wrote a letter to TypeWise and told them how much he appreciated it. And they were just floored that their keyboard app, changed his life. The co-founder of TypeWise, he said, "We're just a small startup from Switzerland, and we were surprised when he contacted us to say how much TypeWise had turned his life around. We never thought we could have such a profound impact on someone's life, especially on another continent." And that's what's cool about technology. It doesn't matter if, where it is.
That's really cool.
And Russ is doing a lot better now. He is, he works at a animal shelter a couple of days a week. And he's just trying to work around his disability and get his life back together. But it's amazing how just an app that changes the way you type changed his life. So thank you, Typewise.
That's really cool.
And Russ, thank you for bringing attention to that.
It's interesting. I don't know much about Switzerland, but their flag is a big plus. Yeah. And yes, I was waiting your whole story to say that.
As soon as I said Switzerland.
Yep. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna poke some holes in this cheese. I know. No, that's really cool. Of course, you know me and apps and technology and stuff like that. I'm gonna check that out. So a hexagonal keyboard.
It's a hexagonal keyboard. I'll show you a picture of it. See that? We'll put that on.
Wonder what made them. I have questions.
I don't know.
Typewise, I will look it
questions?
up.
Reach out to Typewise.
While you're doing that, you can skip over
So
your
you know
quirky
what?
fact. No.
You know what? No. This is actual multiple choice quirky fact day.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Yep.
Okay.
I choose E, none of the above.
No, you have a choice. Your choice is planets or presidents. What do you choose for your quirky fact today?
I feel like either one's, I'm screwed. So, presidents.
All right, presidents. She's chosen presidents. You and I were recently in D.C., and where we were standing, we could see the back of the Lincoln Memorial. So this is a fact about old Abe himself, Honest Abe.
Yeah.
Did you know what Abe Lincoln did professionally long before he became the 16th president of the United States?
Was he a speech pathologist?
No, he was not, but apparently
He was a lawyer, I believe.
He was, but there was something else that he did professionally before that.
Oh, God, duh. He played with Lincoln logs. He played with his log.
No. President Lincoln was a professional wrestler long before he became the 16th president of the United States.
Dude, where are you getting your news?
The internet. Are you questioning my quirky?
I am. Was he like in the WWE or what?
Well, I don't think.
What was
any
his
of that
stage?
was around
No.
then.
Was there a WWE wrestler who wrestled under the name Abe Lincoln? And maybe that's what you're thinking. They had like a big old beard and a stovepipe hat and a thong, obviously.
He wrestled for 12 years, and did you just say thong?
I did.
Oh my gosh! In his 12 years of wrestling, he was known to have only lost one match out of 300, and he is inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Wait. Wrestling like WWE wrestling?
No, just
or wrestling like Greco-Roman.
It wasn't there then.
Well,
they didn't have the WWE yet, but he is.
WWF.
President Lincoln is in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Do you have a photo?
I do. It's a drawing because it's Lincoln.
Okay, a drawing is not.
All right, I'm going to send you an article.
Hang on.
Telling you the truth.
Hang on. There's a difference between a president being an alleged wrestler and him getting in a bar brawl. The picture you show me is him in a brawl. Now
it's a stove top hat and a bra. No, it's true, and he was in over 300 matches, and he is in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. You have never so passionately disputed my quirky fact before.
Well, it's a little suspect. Where is the National Wrestling? Where's the National Wrestling Hall of Fame?
I don't know. That's more fact checking than you normally get from me. So
okay,
let's be grateful for that.
I guess the only way I would validate this story, which seems completely made up, is I would look to see where the National Wrestling Hall of Fame is. I would go to their website. Okay. And
I just texted you a link.
Thank you. I look forward to reading that when I'm done working here. Okay. I'm on the pod.
She doesn't on the potty. Okay.
No. Oh my Lord.
All right, Mo. Tell us wrestle up whatever today is. Just
no, I will. Thanks for the tag. I'm gonna. So today, not surprisingly, because again, between 2 and 8, you can go to A&W and get a root beer float. Today is National Root Beer Float Day.
Woohoo!
That's awesome. And I didn't realize this.
Awesome.
So, we'll talk about that in a second. But it's actually in 1893, Mr. Frank Wisner was in Colorado, and he was looking up at he had a Cripple Creek Brewing Company, and he looked up, and he was surrounded by Cow Mountain, and he looked up, and instead of seeing like snow-covered peaks, he said, "You know what? I see like ice cream scoops floating in root beer." And so that's where he got the idea. Which the reason I think that's interesting is that the fact that it's called Cow Mountain. I grew up, root beer floats were called Purple Cows.
Yes, I've heard of that.
And I think we've talked about this way long time ago. But yeah, anyway, it's National Root Beer Float Day.
You know, I bet when he looked at that mountain, he felt invincible, and he probably thought he could move that mountain. And he was probably utterly disappointed when he couldn't. Laughing at my own puns.
I'm just going to hide from your puns.
Nice.
I'm not going to kowtow to your sense of humor.
That's fine. Do what you have to do.
Are you done?
I am.
Thank God.
I think so. All right. So, folks, come on. Get a root beer float already. It's going to be fun. All right. Let's move on, Moe. Let's talk about a shared experience.
Oh.
And this is kind of cool because this is something you and I both appreciate. Today we're going to talk about customer service.
So when
Very
you say
customer
hang
service.
on, I gotta get. I'm going to sit down for this one. When you say customer service, are you talking about good customer service? Like when you say customer service, is that just the generic thing, and you still need an adjective to modify it, or when somebody says they have customer service,
that means about good customer. Being that we're all about gratitude, humor, and positivity, let's talk about good customer service, because I'm sure we all could tell some tales of bad customer service.
Oh, I see how you did that. Okay.
Let's talk about good customer service. And this can be people that you've encountered in person at different businesses, restaurants, things like that.
This
could be...
Sorry, I'm going to keep cutting you off, so whatever. So
no, that's okay.
Speaking of shared experience...
Or this could be like telephone people you call or whatever. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but speaking of shared experience, so was it 2 weeks ago? We were up at the College Park Diner, and that's how we met Dina. And her customer service, again, completely positive, very upbeat, engaging, noticed little differences and things like that. So great example of customer service. And then last weekend when we were heading up to from the train station, we won't talk about the customer service where our train was 2.5 hours late, but I will not focus on that. But or I won't focus on the fact that we took off at the same time that we were supposed to actually land in Newark. Anyway, but I'm not going to focus on that. But we ran up to...
because of that, we were hungry.
Yes, and we ran up to Orto on North Charles Street in Baltimore and had another great positive experience with somebody. And it's... The thing that I love about good customer service is it's so freaking easy. And John, who is not the manager, but John greeted us, and we asked if we could get something to go, and he actually said, "Well, normally you could, but the kitchen just closed." He said, "But," and we're like, "Oh man." He goes, "But wait, hey, let me go get the chef." And he went and got Chris from the back. Chris came out with the menu, and we're like, "Dude," he goes, I can fire up the grill a little bit." He goes, "What do you want?" We're like, "Whatever is easiest for you." And he kind of pointed out some things. He goes, "This won't travel well. This won't travel. This would be good." We're like, "If that's easy for you." Then, and he recommended the salad, and we had the sausage.
The sausage pasta thing, and the food was incredible.
But wait, there's more.
So good. But wait, there's more.
So Chris runs back to the kitchen, which was already closed, which he opened just for us, which we are so grateful for. Sorry, for which we are so grateful for. And then and then John's like, "Well, why don't you have a seat while Chris is whipping up your meal, prima donnas?" And he served us water, and then he brought over not limoncello, but grapefruit cello, which they make there at Orto. And so he gave us a little sampling of the grapefruit cello. And it's little things like that to me. And we were in a rush because we were heading back because Kendra was still in the train station. So we were like, got the food to go, and we rushed out of there. But I will go back to Orto because of that interaction right there, because of John and because of Chris and because of the way John took care of us. I mean, it just, that kind of, same thing with College Park Diner and Dina. I mean, that makes all the difference.
And I mean, really, when it comes down to it, we were inconveniencing them, not on purpose, but we were basically inconveniencing them. And they made us feel welcome. They took care of us. They were kind. They didn't have to do any of that extra stuff, and it really made a difference. And absolutely, I would go back to that restaurant in a heartbeat.
So anyway,
because of those people.
Yep. So John and Chris at Orto on North Charles Street in Baltimore, we are coming
Absolutely.
back because of you two gentlemen. So really appreciate it.
And you know what? If you're listening, get yourselves to Baltimore and go eat at Orto, because the food was amazing too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
There's something about being seen and heard. There's something about feeling valued. Being looked in the eye. I remember, and I don't say this to brag or anything, but I just was happy with the way it turned out. There was one year, it was Thanksgiving Day. Our cable was not working properly, and I called customer service, and there was somebody working on Thanksgiving Day. And he walked us through all the paces and got everything working, and we got to the end of the phone call. He said, "Is there anything else I can do for you?" And I just thought, man, this person is working on Thanksgiving Day. And I said to him, I really appreciate your help, and I hope that you've had a good Thanksgiving. And he just paused, and he goes, "You just made this a really good Thanksgiving."
Nice.
He goes, "Thank you for saying that." But it just, just treating people with kindness. And he was very kind. I mean, he could have been really cranky with me because he had to work on a holiday, but he was very kind, walked us through. And then that, just stirred in me to return the kindness to him. So,
and you bring up a good point, is that customer service goes both ways. I mean, you could also take it to mean like you are the customer, and the service or the disservice you provide the
That's really
person
good.
who is taking care of you. And I think it lifts both of you up if you express your gratitude. I don't know. I'm just a big, and you are really good about that, about looking people in the eye and saying thank you and saying, just going out of your way to make that thing. And so I think customer service goes both ways. It's on the person, on the behalf of the person who's providing the service, but it's also on the part of the customer, because it's kind of like when a server brings your food and it's not cooked right. It's not like they were back in the kitchen cooking it, so don't take it out on them, because you're going to get the spit burger. I don't know if that's a thing, but,
Well, I've seen you model that really well too, Moe, because I know when we've gone places, you're always good about learning people's names. Like our servers, you always know their name and call them by name. And I think that goes a long way too.
Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that.
Don't make me pull out your real name on the podcast.
Don't
Moe.
make me pull out yours. If you pull out yours, I'm pulling out mine. Nope. If you pull out mine, I'm pulling out yours. Nope. Also wrong. Go ahead.
Speaking of trains, we're all derailed.
Yeah.
Well, listeners, we would really love to hear what are some really positive interactions that you've had with people that are in whatever kind of customer service. It could be some, a company that you've had to call to have a product taken care of or an order clarified. It could be a server that you had. It could be somebody who works in a hotel. It could be...
What a great place to shout out.
anybody.
Yeah, shout out your server and tag the location. Tag the place where they
Absolutely.
worked. Not server. Could be the cashier. Could be anything.
And sometimes those restaurants that you go to that you really love are the ones that consistently have the good customer service. That really does make a big difference.
So speaking of that, I will make a shout out for Sweetwater Tavern on Gatehouse Boulevard in Falls Church. We go there, and the food is great. Consistently, the food is great. But the reason we go back is because of the people. There is one of the managers there is Wendy, and she has been there for years, and she always greets us with a hug or a fist bump or an elbow bump. And our bartender Martha, who knows our name, knows what we drink, and again, all it takes is a hi, and to even remember our names, even if she didn't remember our names, just to have that recognition, like, hey, you, But I mean, that is why we go back to Sweetwater Tavern. That is why I go back to Orto. That is why I go back to College Park Diner.
Absolutely.
Because of that
Absolutely.
interaction. So anyway,
I had an interaction with a server at Iron Rooster in Hunt Valley where I was there with a friend, and I had a office T-shirt on. I get more interactions with people because of office
hang on
T-shirts.
a second.
And it was my Schrute Scott for President T-shirt that I had. And she said something about it, and then I was back in the restaurant a few weeks later, and she remembered me.
Wow.
Like, I didn't have the same shirt on. But she was like, hey, you had
had
an
a
office T-shirt
shirt
on.
right?
Let me clarify, I was wearing a shirt, just a different one.
Got it. Okay.
But she remembered me, and she was like, hey, it's good to see you again, and that just makes you feel special. Just makes you feel really,
That's
just
what
really
you
important.
are. I don't know the words. So near and far.
There you go. That was pretty good. All but one.
When you wearing office shirt outside. Okay, sorry.
Listeners, we want to hear about your positive customer service interactions.
And
So
tag
tell
all the
us-
places. Tag the people. Tag the
Let's tag
places.
all the
Send
people.
a picture. Take a picture with your server. We just took a picture with Eddie, our server at up
We
in Morristown, New
did.
Jersey. Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Or maybe you're a server and you can tell some tales of good customer service interaction that you've had with
From the
customers, or
customers.
you work in retail, or you answer phones, or work for a call
Tell us
center
all
or
the
something.
things, will you? I don't
Tell
know
us
how
all
many
the
times we have
things,
to
guys.
ask. Good Lord. All right.
Tell us the things.
Tell us what we want to know.
But we know that those kind of interactions can just encourage more gratitude, humor, and positivity in your life, and that's what we are all about.
That's what
So-
we're all about.
Woo! All right, so in that vein, I want to share a quote on gratitude. This is a quote by Hannah Whitall Smith. The soul that gives thanks can find comfort in everything. The soul that complains can find comfort in nothing.
Amen.
There it is, folks.
Yep.
Right there.
Well, in the other vein, I will say be grateful, keep laughing, and stay positive.
And we can't wait to see you next week.
Oh, post us your
Bye,
pictures.
everybody.
Tag the places. Okay, bye.
Go get a root beer float.
Oh, that's right. Happy Root Beer Float Day. Glug, 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 glug.
Bye.
The Mo and Katy Show has been recorded in front of a live canine audience.
Our theme song is It Is Fun by HookSounds.com.
The Mo and Katy Show is produced by Mo and Katy.
Our sound engineer is Mo and Katy.
Our producer is Mo and Katy.
Hair, makeup, lighting, and catering by, you guessed it, Mo and Katy.
For comments, suggestions, and smart remarks, visit the Mo and Katy Show Facebook page or email us at moandkatyshow@gmail.com.